Hello everyone, it is Nicole with Caleb's Mom Shop and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to film me designing a gold and like an emerald green holiday winter wreath. So I thought I would bring you guys along for the ride. I had some questions in my last video about my swags. And so really quick, I did want to address that. For majority of my designs, I use a 24-inch pine base. Usually I purchase those from Greenery Market. I believe the ones I use now are out of stock, unfortunately. But they're 24 inches. This is what they look like when they come flat in the box. And you just need to fluff them up. Take each needle and move it forward. And then once that's done, you can go ahead and stuff it with your deco mesh or your burlap, whatever you use. I do have videos on my channel. I believe on one Christmas and one Halloween wreath where I'm actually stuffing the wreath with deco mesh, so you can check that out. I will link those links to those videos in the description of this video, so you can check that out. And one other question was people wanted to know what the back looked like. So this is what it looks like after you have it stuffed with all your mesh. You know, you can still see it. It's not going to be pretty. Like, people aren't purchasing or displaying the wreaths for the back. The back is going to be on the door, so do not worry about it. After I'm done designing, I do look in the back to see if any picks are sticking out. I will go ahead and clip those off and just, you know, make it presentable, I guess. But again, people want the front and the sides. The back is really, but this is what the back looks like. So for those of you wondering, it's not pretty. But again, when it's hanging and all your elements are on it, that's what they're looking at. So do not worry. But if there's any other questions about that, let me know. If not, let's go and make this guy. Again, it's going to be gold and like an emerald green. And I'm only using 2 ribbons because these are very nice ribbon. They're Ferrosilk, little pricey, but they're so unbelievably amazing to work with. So I have this emerald with like the gold edging, and then just like this gold, you know, we're just gonna use these 2. And again, the swag is right here. So let's go get the bow done. My bow's gonna be a little different, I believe, in this design because I'm only using 2 ribbons. So let's bring you guys over. And now Caleb's sleeping, so there's his monitor. We'll just move him. All right. So let's see. So I am going to do, let's see, this, about a 5.5 inch tail. Okay. And I'm going to do 4 loops. Usually, you know, I've been doing 2, but because I'm only using 1 ribbon, I'm going to use 2 or 4 loops of this beautiful 2.5. And I'm going to do, let's see, 6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches. 6-inch loops. So we'll do 4 6-inch loops, 2 on each side. And see, it's such great quality. And just so easy to work with and to reshape. Okay, and then we'll go with the last loop. And I'm also going to use some jewels on this, I believe. I got some really pretty jewels that I'm excited to use. I've been scoping out this particular design for a while, and I found the jewels and I'm like, yeah. So there we go. So we have 4 loops. Now I'm just going to take this, what is it, 3/4, I believe. It's just a solid gold. And I'm going to do 5 loops with this guy, and they're going to be 4 inches long because I want 2 on each side, and then I like to have like a little am I doing 4 inches? Yeah, loop in the center. I'm going to move that around, make sure these are even. Yeah, that's a little big. Okay. This is just going to be a very classy, very simple, but gorgeous little bow. And the one in the center is going to be a little smaller than the other 4. So just by an inch or so. There we go. And as always, we're going to get a zip tie and floral wire. And again, before getting it, having it completely secure and tight, you're going to get that floral wire in. All right. And you can give it a nice little snug. And then we're going to move our ribbons to how we want them. And see, I twisted that center just so it's like facing a different way. See how nice that ribbon just moves? You can just tug at it and there's our pretty bow. Isn't that gorgeous? See, just 2 ribbons. You don't need 18 different ribbons, even though I'm guilty of doing that, because it is, you know, nice to have a bunch of ribbon, but these 2 ribbons, just the 2 of them, are going to work perfectly together. And then we're going to add our bow. And again, upper left-hand corner or side of the wreath, because that's what I like to do. So let's lift you guys up. I'm going to move you back over here. I want to make sure you can see. And I'm going to put it a little like this. So a little to the left. I don't want it all the way on top. You're just going to find a hole, like you're going to connect it to that spine where all the needles are connected. That's where you're going to tie your wire to. The battle is getting it in there with all this mesh. And again, if you guys have any questions as I go, please drop them in the comments. I'm just going to secure it. Like I said, tie it onto that. I'm not going to do it on the side usually. I have it go out. The ribbon. Just gonna mix it up a little. And again, I'm just finding some ties. And this is just, deciding, doing some ribbon work and figuring out where you want it to lay. And I want that gold ribbon just to go in the center. And then I want this to be a little loopy, so I want that ribbon to come down a little bit, so I cut it. I gave it, it's like, let's see, it's about 10 inches, so give or take, but yeah, just something different. Kind of like it, but that's our bow. Okay. And that's all the ribbon we're going to use for right now. I will probably add some more, but for the time being, now to the fun stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. All of these supplies mostly are from Greenery Market. I will list all the SKUs in the description of this video. So anything that I'm using, that will be included. I'm going to go ahead and start with this beautiful emerald eucalyptus. It's so pretty. And I'm going to cut these down because they are too long. And as with all my designs, I'm just going to start with the outer layer of the wreath and then work my way inward. So fill out the outside first. And again, these I'm going to cut down because they are too, I'll move you guys in. Sorry. They're too long. So I'm going to cut them and get some nice 2 pieces out of each stem. This one I can probably get 3. So we're going to go ahead and dip it in glue. I use my glue pot. That's how I attach all of my elements. So I'm just going to start from at the center. And there we go. And I'm going to go towards the right, make my way around. See how pretty that looks? So see, yeah. Again, just taking pieces and going around the outer layer or outer ring, however you want to because I don't want to forget about the bottom. Now I'm going to use some of this gold Norfolk. I've been using this in quite a bit of my designs. It's so pretty. Making sure I don't have, oh, I do have some pieces. I have a stash of stuff everywhere. So I'm going to use some of this. Probably, I won't even need the whole thing. Okay. And again, I'm going to cut this down because they are very full pieces. So I'm going to cut that 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I got 3 very generous pieces from just one stem. So I like using this. You don't have to use a lot. All right. And the same thing, I'm going to go in between is that better for you? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to go in between that eucalyptus with the gold Norfolk pine. Am I pronouncing that right? Norfolk. See how full that is? It's a really pretty greenery. Again, this is also from Greenery Market. I also purchased, I believe, those ribbons from Greenery Market and everything from Greenery Market. It's one of my favorite vendors. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know what I can and cannot say on YouTube anymore. So pretty. I love it. I love it so much. Glue. And see, I mean, just how full it already is. And I'm only on like 2 pieces of greenery. So it's just, I love it. I'm going to use a little piece over here underneath that ribbon. There you go. So there we go. We have that. And now I'm going to use this. What is this? What is this? I don't know. It's green. It's a different shade of green, and I thought it would just look really well. So I got a few of these picked. I'm going to start off with 2 and see how that goes. Let's see. And again, I'm just going to cut the top. So I have 1 little piece, another little piece, 3. So I get 3 little picks. That's nice. Okay, perfect. And again, cutting your greenery, you know, do what makes you feel comfortable and how you want it in your design. I know that sounds kind of vague, but like if you wanted to put this whole thing in it, do it. Like, I want to space it up a little, and I don't want there to be too much. So I just want like little pieces like this. But again, just my preference. And I'm going to go a little inward now. By inward, I mean it's not going to be on the outside. It's coming more in. And some of these, because they're cut like this, I'm going to need to put a floral stem on. Because I need some length, and I don't want to burn myself. Because that has been happening a lot. So I'm just inserting a floral pick, or, you know, with the wire like that. I wrap the wire around, and now I'm going to take some floral tape. And secure the wire and that pick to that piece of greenery. So there we go. Now I have plenty of room to put that in the wreath. So yeah, I'm going to need it to do that with both of these. Sorry. Okay. He's 3 years old, and I constantly still check the baby monitor to make sure he's moving. Oh. Okay, I'm just, again, if I had a floral pick machine, this would be super easy, but I don't have the space, nor do I want to spend that much money on one. So I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. But if anyone out there has one that they're not using, I'm kidding. No, I've looked at them, and I know Hobby Lobby has sales on them quite often, but or maybe not quite often, but occasionally. Okay. Back to the job at hand. And this one's really long, so I tend to keep the long pieces for the top or bottom. So this is going to go on the bottom because I want that to flow nicely. Add some length, so we are going to put that. There we go. Perfect. I need one more. Okay. Do not burn myself. And it's backwards. God darn it. Now I'm going to do the jewels now. Let's do the jewels. So I have 3 sets of jewels. I didn't know what I wanted to use. And I also have these ornaments, or 2 sets, 2 different jewels and also an ornament. I thought this would be pretty because it's a little bit of this with that, some like white crystals kind of. So we have this one. I also have a little baby gold jewel, which I don't like. Oh, it's not right there. So I'm thinking I can do one right here. If it will stay there, one right there. I should have more. Yes. Right, I like the green. What do you think? The green? We're gonna do green. We're gonna do 2 green jewels. Maybe a gold. See, and that's how I like. I have an idea of what I'm doing, but it's not finalized until I'm actually designing. Because I don't know how is it gonna look, or especially when you have all the greenery in it. So. And what I'm doing is I'm taking some glue. Don't mind my disgusting glue stick, because that's what I use. And I'm just putting glue around that ornament holder because they come off. And I don't need that to come off in a design that a client buys, so, or a customer. So I'm going to glue that because nobody wants anything popping off in your design. Then you get a call and it's embarrassing, and no. So we're putting glue over it, and it's not going to look pretty, but you're not going to notice that because that's going to be stuck into the wreath. So while these dry, I'm going to put 3 jewels in it. Yep, 1 gold. So I'm just over here doing the same thing with the gold one. So now we have a gold. So I'm going to do 2 green and 1 gold jewel. And to secure them onto the wreath, I'm just going to take some pipe cleaners. You can glue them on. I'm not going to, or I'll glue them once they're on, but I like to actually attach them. So I just took 2 pipe cleaners and made it so it's 1 long strip. And then tie it on. And there you go. All right, so we're gonna put one underneath the bow because I like to do that. And again, like the bow, you're going to attach it to the spine of that wreath form base. I don't want to tie it too tight because, again, I don't want it like sticking out, like the bottom of it popping out. So there's one. Perfect. And then we're gonna do jewel number 2, the same thing. Oh, we're gonna twist those those pipe cleaners and just attach it. And these are just ornaments, jewel ornaments. Again, greenery or greenery market. It's gonna be tricky because there's so much stuff over here. And that might be different. Let's try that, see how that looks. I think I might do it. And you can always trim the branches, the pine needles, if they're too long. All right, there. I like that. There we go. We got it. That's where it's going. And that's why you want to do this before you put any other elements in, because you're going to be up in that wreath and you want things popping out or moved. I need to take it off. And I will show you the back as well once I get all this stuff. And I have a huge burn from yesterday's glue incident, and this is killing it. All right. Let's see. And again, I will glue that. So there we go. We have, I love it. So we have our 3 jewels. Now I am going to add some more. Do I want any more ribbon? No. Now I'm going to start filling in. I'm going to put some of these. It's a different color gold, but I like it. So these are actually from Hobby Lobby. So probably do 2 or 3 of these sticks. I like the different tones of the gold. Again, this is too long, so I don't want that pine to show in this design. So. This glue is getting everywhere. There we go. Add some of that to the top. Yeah, I'm going to need 3 of these picks. Again, just cutting 1, 2, and then your final one, 3. So you get 3 good picks or pieces from that one pick. See, that one's too much for that. Nope, don't like that one bit. You can bend stuff, you can do whatever you need to do to get your design looking all that pretty. And so now I'm just, yeah. And now what I will do is I'm going to go in and fill in with the, I'm going to put some eucalyptus in it, but I'm going to cut them down because when it's in the end part of the wreath, I just want smaller pieces. So I'm first going to do all the green, and then I'll go the gold, so I know where I need to break up all that color, because you don't want to, like this green, so I'm going to have to put some gold right there. I'm in your way. I am. My face, my head, big old head is in your way. Sorry. And again, I'm just going to go and add some of this emerald, that glue pieces. Okay, now it's time for this gold. I'm gonna put some more of this in there. So I'm gonna, now with this ribbon, this is a good trick if you have long, especially if you're using designer or Ferris silk ribbon, you can take an old roll of, like with the deco mesh or any mesh really, comes on after you're done with it, and you can twist and basically just wrap it around. The ribbon. It's a good. All right, and just, it's like a curling iron, and there. Okay, and then I'm not cutting this ribbon, I'm just gonna fold it under because it is such great quality and I don't want to ducktail it. I don't want to, and I'm gonna add more ribbon. So you'll need another, this is also a good trick if you want to add extra tails to your bows, and you don't want to redo your bow, because who wants to do that? So you're going to take any ribbon with a floral pick that has the nice wire on it, and you're going to twist it around. Okay. And then you're going to go back in with some floral tape, per usual. I just rip off a piece. This is the floral tape that I ripped off. And you're just going to do that. And now you have a pick with some ribbon, and you can add your tail. So, and you just put some glue on it and get it as close to the bow as you can. Because I want some ribbons, and then I'm going to have some more out here. That's what I'm going to do. So I need another floral pick. Wherever you want it, so I want it right there, so I'm going to do the same thing. Just wrap the floral pick around your ribbon, like so. And then I'm just going to put a little glue, because I'm not going to put tape on this one, because I don't need to. It's really, just to make sure that it's stays. All right, it's good. And then I'll put a little glue on the end, not too much. Okay. And you just stick it where you want it. And there you go. You have an extra little tail with some beautiful ribbon in there. Okay. I see a hole in there, so we need to fill it. And same right over there by that jewel. And that way the jewel pretty. And I'm going to put So I think we're good, friends, right? What do you think? And you'll just take, you know, oh, I need something right there. What do I need there? And there is, So I don't, this is too long, so I'm going to cut this piece. It's too long for that. Okay, one more thing. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I got this beautiful grass. It's so pretty. Let's see. Let's just, maybe we can add a few pieces. What time is it? Okay. Caleb's nap is about to end, so. For those of you who are new, Caleb is my son. He is 3, hence Caleb's mom shop. So I work when he naps or is sleeping. We're gonna add some. Yeah. Why not? Yep, it's gorgeous. I love it. Oh yeah, it's festive. Oh, I love it. I saw this. It's like a weepy willow, I think. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, I did a design earlier, but I used black in the design. Just you don't need a lot of it, which I love. But it just adds something, and I love it. I love it a lot. Because why not add more to the bottom? There we go. All right, friends, I love it. This is a gorgeous, elegant, jeweled, oh, it's beautiful. Here we go. Look at that bow. See, you don't need a million ribbons. 2 ribbons, look at that. We have some jewels, another jewel. We got glue all over this, but I will fix that. And here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, my name is Nicole with Caleb's Mom Shop, and I just want to thank you all for taking a few minutes out of your day to come and join me and watch me do something that I truly, truly love, and that is make these beautiful designs for you all to enjoy. So again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will link all of the tools and supplies that I used on this wreath in the description of the video, along with other helpful videos that might, like stuffing the mesh into the wreath base. And yeah, and if you've not already done so, subscribe to my channel, and we will chit chat later. All right, bye guys.